That's about as low as they go, right? Oh.
All right, we're going to begin in just 2 minutes here, if we can take our seats. We're going to begin in less than 2 minutes, if everyone can take their seats. Good evening, Aurora, and thank you for coming out to the second quarter State of the City address as we focus on public safety and public engagement. Give yourselves a round of applause for being in the best city in all of the land, Aurora, Illinois. We're so excited to be here tonight at the beautiful Purpose City Church as we take further steps and shine a spotlight on public safety and public engagement and things that are going so well in Aurora, thanks to each and every one of you. If all of our guests can please rise for the national anthem that will be performed by East Aurora High School alum, COD student, Melissa Bonilla.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Always so beautiful. If we can remain standing for the invocation. He is the senior pastor of Purpose City Church, an Army veteran, a financial guru, and author. Please give a round of applause for Pastor Talik McNeely.
Let's pray. Lord, we thank you for this day. This is the day that you have made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Lord, we thank you that as we are here on the conversation and topic of public safety, it's you that's kept us safe all the days of our lives. And thank you for keeping us all the way up into this very second. We honor you. We ask that you be in the midst of all that we do, continuing to try to make Aurora the top-notch city that it is. Continue to help us to make plans, execute, and do your will in this place. We thank you for it. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you. You may be seated. Again, welcome to the State of the City second quarter, the State of Public Safety and Public Engagement. Isn't it amazing to see these public safety officials on the stage and all throughout the room, the finest in the land? If all of our public safety officials can please stand, Let's show them some love, Aurora. All of the police officers, the firefighters, they are the best in the land, protecting us, serving us here in the city of Aurora, keeping us safe, secure, and strong. Thank you for your service. We look forward to learning and hearing more tonight. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are excited to be here. We thank Purpose City Church and Pastor Tyler McNeely for hosting us. We appreciate you. And for those of you who remember, this is Ginger Creek Church. It changed last year when Ginger Creek Church, a predominantly white church, All Nations Church, a predominantly black church, merged, and they changed the name to Purpose City Church. One Aurora right here at Purpose City Church. Thank you, Pastor McNeely. Thank you to David Smith for all of your work. Thank you to our Community Events Division and our Communications Department. And thank you to all city staff members. If city staff members can please stand. Let's give the city staff a round of applause for all of the hard work that they do every day, serving the residents of the city of Aurora. We appreciate everything that you do. And so this year, as you know, we decided to do 4 states of the city addresses. The first quarter was about economic development. Second quarter is about public safety and public engagement. Third quarter will be at Aurora University for a topic on education and youth development and workforce development. And fourth quarter will wrap up with innovation and IT. So we invite you out as we have so much to talk about, so many great things happening. We need to break it apart into 4 different sections so that we can get through and not have you here for 3 or 4 hours at a time. So we appreciate your attendance tonight. Thank you to the leadership of this city. A number of our aldermen are here. First Ward Alderman Emmanuel Llamas is here. Thank you so much, Alderman. Second Ward Alderwoman Wani Garza is here. Third Ward Alderman Ted Mesiacos. We can keep the applause going. Fourth Ward Alderman Bill Donnell. Fifth Ward Alderman Carl Frankel. Sixth Ward Alderman Mike Seville. Seventh Ward Alderman Brandon Tolliver. Eighth Ward Alderwoman Patty Smith. Ninth Ward Alderman Edward Bugg. 10th Ward Alderwoman Shweta Bade. Alderman at Large Ron Warman. And Alderman at Large John Lash. Big round of applause for the Aurora City Council. We have so many distinguished individuals. I said we'll be speaking on education in September. We are joined tonight by the distinguished president of Waubonsie Community College. Dr. Knettle is here. Thank you so much, Dr. Knettle, for your leadership. Thank you to all of the elected officials who are here. And we have the largest service group in the city of Aurora, with over 250 members celebrating their 30th anniversary. Please stand and give a round of applause for the Citizens Police Academy of Aurora alumni. They came deep tonight. They give so much to this community. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your service. You help to keep Aurora strong. And we are joined by the leaders of our police department and our fire department to bring you an official welcome from the Aurora Police Department. He is a graduate of East Aurora High School. He joined the Aurora Police Force 30 years ago in 1994. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chief Keith Cross.
Wow, this is incredible. You know, I always wondered what it would be like to be a pastor up at the pulpit in front of hundreds of people getting ready to preach the good word. But make no mistake, that's not what I'm getting ready to do. I'm not looking for any secondary employment, and I think Pastor McNeely has this well under control. But thank you for having us here, Pastor. Good evening, everyone. And on behalf of the Aurora Police Department, it is a privilege and an honor to welcome all of you to tonight's State of the City address. We're extremely grateful for your presence this evening as we celebrate our successes as a city and a community foster collaboration and teamwork, and strengthen our shared commitment to public safety and service to others. Having lived, gone to school, or worked in this city for most of my life has given me some perspective on the state of the city. I have seen a tremendous change in our community, a change for the better. Those of you who were around in the early to mid-90s through the early 2000s know what I'm referring to. We did not have a very good reputation as a city back then. Fortunately, that is no longer the case today. We now have a city with one of the best reputations in the country. This didn't just happen. It was not an overnight process. It was a result of hard work, dedication, and an unwavering commitment to improvement. Our success is rooted in the strong relationships we've built with our community. We've worked tirelessly to foster trust and open lines of communication with our residents, ensuring that every voice is heard and valued. The support from our mayor and his staff, as well as the members of our city council, have been instrumental in this transformation. Their leadership and vision have provided us with the resources and guidance needed to implement effective strategies and programs. They understand that public safety is a collaborative effort requiring the involvement and support of the entire community. Their commitment to our mission has empowered us to create a safer, more vibrant Aurora. I also cannot understate the importance of our relationship with our local, state, and federal law enforcement partners. We have and will continue to work with these agencies to maximize our operational and investigative capabilities. Another crucial element of this transformation has been the hard work of our officers and non-sworn professional staff. This includes the members of my command staff that help make the organizational decisions to keep our department moving in the right direction. Here with me on stage is Deputy Chief Matt Thomas, Commander Steve Stemmett, and Commander Don Flowers. Commander Brian Handel is also part of this group, but unfortunately could not be here this evening. I don't get many chances to publicly thank them for what they do, but I would like to do so now because they are a huge part of our success as an agency. Thank you, gentlemen. We also have several more key individuals of our organization here in the audience tonight. See, most of them seated over here to my left. So please thank them for their service if you get the opportunity to talk to them. All of our people exemplify what it means to serve with respect, integrity, and honor. It is my belief that their daily contributions truly make our department a city second to none. We have also invested heavily in community outreach and engagement. Our officers are not just enforcers of the law, they are members of this community who have built strong, lasting relationships with the people we serve. These connections have allowed us to better understand the unique needs and concerns of our residents and to work together to address them. The result is a community that is safer, more connected, and more resilient. We have a significant reduction in crime, an increase in community involvement, and a stronger sense of trust our department and the public share. This is a testament to what can be achieved when we work together, guided by a shared vision of a better future. In closing, I want to express my deepest gratitude to the mayor and his staff, our members of City Council, our dedicated officers and non-sworn professional staff, and most importantly to you, our community. Your support, collaboration, and commitment have been the driving force behind our success. Together, we have transformed Aurora into a city that we can all be proud of. Thank you for being part of this journey and for your continued dedication to our city.
Thank you, Chief Cross. And Chief, thank you for your many years of leadership here, now 3 decades of leadership here in this city. I'd be remiss if I did not recognize we've been joined by the other pastor of this church. Pastor Ty McNeely is here. Please stand, Pastor Ty. Thank you so much for your leadership and for hosting us this evening. Bring us a welcome on behalf of the Aurora Fire Department, the former president of the Kane County Fire Chiefs Association. He's also a 30-plus year basketball official with the IHSA. Please welcome Chief Dave McCabe.
I couldn't go first. Earlier today, Chief Cross told me he had about 90 seconds or so. I'm like, So, welcome everybody to the 2024 State of Public Safety and Engagement Address. Thank you, Clayton, for the introduction. I am Fire Chief Dave McCabe, and I am proud to represent this organization of men and women who provide excellent service day in and day out to the residents, businesses, and guests of Illinois' second largest city in their time of need. Allow me to introduce the members of my administration. Deputy Chief Dan Osmond is unable to be here with us tonight. Assistant Chief of Operations Kevin Nickel, Assistant Chief of Support Services Matt Anslow, Fire Marshal Chris Teams, Training Division Chief Jason Demas, EMS Division Chief Nate Kostner, and Emergency Management Coordinator Natalie Weisig. Can we give them all a hand, please? This is an exciting time for the Aurora Fire Department as we, like the city, are in a period of rapid growth, all to make sure we are ready to respond to the next emergency with the professionalism, compassion, and skill that is rightfully expected of us. While the apparatus with the bright lights and loud sirens are the most visible part of the department, there are those behind the scenes who play important supporting roles to the front lines. The Fire Prevention Bureau and Emergency Management Agency are key to the safety of our city, and I can't thank them enough for what they do for us. And of course, the ladies in our administrative offices are absolutely the best. Roseanne Hernandez, Sonia Polito, Cheryl Salinas, and Julia Orjales are the glue that holds us together every day. When we have so many projects going on, we can't remember which way is up. They are the compass that points us in the right direction. And of course, I need to thank those frontline personnel I mentioned earlier. They man the stations 24/7, 365. Neither snow nor rain nor heat nor gloom doesn't only apply to the post office. Our personnel follow that creed as well. You know, rarely does a meeting with police and fire personnel not have some good-natured ribbing between the groups, but the APD is truly a top-notch group, and they always have our backs. And lastly, I need to thank the mayor and his staff, the city council, and all the other departments we work with on a daily basis, who ensure we are equipped to protect the city and its people. Thank you for joining us tonight, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Chief McCabe, and thank you for your 27 years of leadership at the Aurora Fire Department. Another round of applause for our chiefs of public safety here in the city of Aurora. And now, we come to the moment where we begin to delve into public safety and public engagement in Aurora. WalletHub said that we are one of the top 25 safest cities in the United States of America. That deserves a round of applause, by the way. Bloomberg Philanthropy said Aurora, Illinois is one of the top 10 most engaged cities, not in the state, not in the country, but in the world, because of our public safety and because of each and every one of you. And I believe it's because we have amazing human beings here in this city and an amazing leader who was born and raised right here in Aurora, who had a dream for almost 20 years to leave this city. So by the time he was elected 7 years ago, he hit the ground running, and Aurora has never been the same. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 59th Mayor of Aurora, the Honorable Richard C. Irvin.
Aurora! Let me hear you say yeah! Let me hear you say yeah! Woo! My one Aurora. Good evening, Aurora. Welcome to the City of Lights, the city of safety, the city of engagement, the city where you, the people, make a shine bright every single day. Keep the applause going for Aurora, one of the nation's best cities to start a family. Crank up that applause for Aurora, one of the most diverse cities in America. Make some noise for Aurora, one of the most happiest cities in America. We happy here in Aurora. Put your hands together for Aurora, the best city in the entire country to live the American dream. High five your neighbor for Aurora, one of the safest cities in America. Stand on your feet for Aurora. Show your love for the city one more time. One of the most engaged cities in the entire world. Aurora, be proud, be happy, respect our city. Now do me a favor, clap for yourselves, the people of Aurora that make it happen. You guys earned all these recognitions and so many more, making Aurora, Illinois the amazing place to live, work, and visit. You guys go ahead and have a seat, but we're going to have a party tonight just to let you know. So be prepared to stand on your feet and clap the whole night through. A good evening again, and welcome to our second quarter State of the City address. We are gathered here this evening at the beautiful Purpose City Church as we close out the second quarter and first half of the year already, and to prepare for the wonderful second half of 2024. We won't be long tonight, but we will take time to shine a spotlight on the achievement in our community and to highlight the ways we are coming together to move Aurora forward. It has been the honor of a lifetime to serve as mayor of our city, my hometown, for the past 7 years. As mayor, as your mayor, it is my additional honor and duty to present to you the evening of the state of public safety and public engagement in our community. You know, public safety is the foundation upon which our city thrives. And it is essential that we continually assess and improve our efforts to protect and serve every resident. Our police department has made significant strides in enhancing community policing, reducing crime rates, and building trust with our residents. These efforts have resulted in a noticeable decrease in crime and a safer environment for all. Give a round of applause for APD. APD in the house. Now, our fire department has been exemplary in service as well, responding to emergencies with speed and professionalism. We have expanded our capacity and will be upgrading to new facilities to ensure our firefighters are well prepared to handle any situation. Give a round of applause for AFD. AFD in the house. Our dedicated public safety professionals, along with the active participation of our residents, have created an environment where safety and security are paramount. Now, I know we've been clapping a whole lot for them, but they do so good for our city. I'm going to ask you to give one more round of applause for our dedicated public safety personnel in the house tonight. We can't clap enough for what they do for our community. You know, it is without question that I stand before you to proclaim the state of public safety is strong and is becoming more formidable every year. Now, you can only talk about public safety in any community if you talk about the first of the first responders, our headset heroes, our telecom personnel, also known as our 911 operators. Show them some love. Show our 911 operators some love. Nearly 30 hard-working men and women for our Aurora 911 Center, have duties they perform in our community every day, 24/7, 365 days a year. These dedicated individuals are the unsung heroes of our community, working tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure our safety and well-being. Every day, our 911 operators make split decisions that save lives. They expertly coordinate with police, fire, and medical services to ensure that the right help is dispatched quickly and efficiently. Their role is essential in maintaining the safety and security of our community. I'm a child of a 911 operator, and my mother worked at the 911 Center for more than 20 years. Matter of fact, she's in the room here with us today. Mom, Paula Irvin, will you stand up? Stand up, Mom. Take a bow. Representing the city of Aurora for over 20 years. Keeping us safe here in the city of Aurora. So Ma, I know, and I know from personal experience, the toll the job has on operators and their families. Shout out to our telecom director, Jacqueline Holliday, and her team of nearly 30 supervisors and operators on a job well done to keep Aurora safe. Another round of applause for our 911 operators. Getting the job done. Let me tell you something. Last year, they responded to 179,577 calls for police and fire services. This year, already, they have taken 90,909 calls in the first half of the year. That's 15,000 calls a month, 3,461 calls a week, 493 calls a day, 20 calls per hour. They deserve another round of applause. Our headset heroes getting the job done. Now, this year we had the pleasure of opening a new state-of-the-art 911 call center to serve the people better. Let's take a look.
Aurora public safety workers are working out a brand new 911 call center this morning. Aurora's mayor, police chief, and fire chief held a ribbon cutting for the new state-of-the-art facility yesterday. It now features upgraded computers to provide quicker response times. There's also a video monitoring wall with integrated feeds, cameras, news, an answering dashboard, shot spotter, and training capabilities.
This refresh will allow our people to be more efficient and effective in carrying out their duties.
The project was financed by nearly $2.3 million in federal funding.
Absolutely. Congratulations to the 911 operators who have a space that is reflective of the work that they do every day. We are a long way from that dark, dingy basement of 350 North River Street. A lot of our police and 911 remember. Thanks to our IT department led by our CIO, Michael Piggies, our public facilities department led by our CPFO, Jim Burchell, and the entire public safety team. Let's give them a round of applause. Now, our 911 center dispatches calls to Aurora's finest, the Aurora Police Department, the Aurora Fire Department, and the fine men and women of the Aurora Fire Department are led by Chief David McCabe, who you heard from today, and Deputy Chief Dan Osmond, two phenomenal servant leaders who put Aurora first. With an increase in service calls and residential and business growth throughout the city, we have committed to making sure the Aurora Fire Department has the staffing, equipment, and stations needed to serve the City of Lights. Last year alone, the Aurora Fire Department responded to more than 22,000 response calls, including 17,824 medical calls, 1,375 additional medical calls, 1,203 service and good intent calls, 320 structure car and other fires, 183 carbon monoxide calls, 111 electric hazard incidents, 85 rescue calls. Wow! These brothers and sisters are busy and they are cold-blooded. They're bad. Impressively, the average response time is 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Our fire department is top-notch, and all our firemen and women get the job done. As a matter of fact, the Aurora Fire Department has launched an intense recruitment campaign, while other departments throughout the country
are finding it challenging to secure firefighters. We have seen a constant increase in fire privates joining the Aurora Fire Department with a goal of 265 new personnel by 2025. Now, let me put that in perspective. In 2022, the AFD had 219 personnel. In 2023, during this administration, it increased to 247, and currently it's at 251, bringing on 30 new fire privates in the last 3 years. Our AFD continues to set the bar, including the glue that holds the team together. Roseanne Hernandez, who was spoken of before, she received the Illinois Fire Service Professionals Administrator of the Year for the state of Illinois, for the entire state in 2023. Give Roseanne a round of applause for her dedicated service to our community. You know, the expansion in service calls and geographic growth have called for a revised plan for new fire stations throughout the city. The department new 10th station, we call it the 10s, fire station number 13, or we call the 13s, is planned for a site directly behind the Chicago Premium Outlet Mall. We're building a brand new fire department. Groundbreaking is expected to be this year. Station 9, we call it the 9, to move from Deal Road to a new location on Eola Road to better serve the Far East Side community, which continues to experience growth and development. The current station number 4 will be relocated from Mitchell Avenue to First Responders Campus, which will be the Aurora Police Department, which will be right next to the Aurora Police Department on Indian Trail. It will become the fire department's administrative headquarters and part of a comprehensive public safety campus that merges our public safety units into one centralized location in Aurora. This will set the standard for public safety in the region, the state, and the nation. The public safety campus will serve not only as a headquarters for APD and AFD, but also as a regional training laboratory where other public safety officials can learn about best practices from our Aurora and fire departments. Let's give them a big round of applause again for leading the way into the future. Now, the Aurora Fire Department remains engaged in the community throughout educational initiatives, including the work done by the Fire Prevention Bureau, school visits, neighborhood stops, and its Aurora Fire Department Explorers and Cadet program. They are preparing for the future by offering a pipeline for the youth interested in fire science and go from school to the field. To date, 25 members of AFD were explorers, and 5 more are on the current hiring list. Let's take a look.
The good thing about the Explorer program is it's a free program. The education is provided by firefighters like myself that volunteer our time as well.
So the Explorer program is doing a lot of hands-on firefighter training. We follow the same curriculum as the basic operations firefighter certifications. During the summers, we do a lot of burning. During the winter, we do a lot of academic work.
The cadet program is a great way for young individuals who are wanting to explore the idea of a career in the fire service to get their foot in the door and start working in the fire service.
You really get to interact with the firefighters, get to know the city, get to interact with the community. They pay for your schooling for EMT and paramedic classes. I'll be starting medic school next year.
We have hired 21 explorers of our own through the program. Beyond that, I've had over hundreds and hundreds of students come through this program and have been hired elsewhere due to the education and the training that they receive. It's been a really good program. It's helped out a lot.
Thanks to the hard work of the Aurora Fire Department, public safety in Aurora is strong and becoming more formidable every single year. Another big round of applause for our AFD, our men in blue, who keep us safe every single day, every single week, every single month throughout the year. The work for our Aurora Emergency Management Agency, we refer to as EMA, complements the critical work of our Aurora Fire Department and Aurora Police Department by preparing for, responding to, and ultimately recovering from disasters. The EMA ensures that our community can withstand and bounce back from adverse events. Their work not only saves lives and property, but also strengthens the fabric of society. Whether it is providing traffic maintenance services for a large event in the daytime or providing lights and directional signage for a water main break in the middle of the night, EMA staff and volunteers are always on the job. You know, when I took office 7 years ago, EMA was a one-paid person operation, one guy, with a group of volunteers. Today, EMA is a 5-person paid division for the Aurora Fire Department with a robust, dedicated group of talented volunteers. If Natalie Weiser, our EMA coordinator, and her team and volunteers can please stand and be recognized. Natalie. Thanks to their efforts, Aurora is now a state of Illinois accredited emergency management agency. Keep that round of applause going. It has one of the largest groups of volunteers working for the community night and day. Let me tell you something. EMA volunteers dedicated 4,162 hours of service in 2023. Let me say that one more time. 4,162 volunteer hours in 2023. And year to date, they have completed 1,865 just this year in 2024. They're going to break that record, on track to exceed 2023. You know, you can find them conducting traffic management, public education, ground search and rescue, radio communications, severe weather and emergency operation center support. Let's give them another round of applause. Our EMA volunteers making it happen. Now, in case we have any folks out there that want to volunteer, EMA is offering 2 public courses this year and has increased attendance at emergency and disaster training across all city departments, increasing skill sets and knowledge during an emergency for a proactive approach to operations. We don't want to wait till something happens. We want to be ready and be proactive and stop it before it starts. We have received recognition throughout the state for our EMA efforts. In fact, EMA coordinator Natalie Weiser this year received the Lewis Tilford Pierce Outstanding Service to the Executive Board Award. That deserves another round of applause. Natalie getting stuff done in Aurora, making it happen, being recognized as a leader in our entire state. And let me tell you something. This is awarded to an individual who provided exceptional service, promoted the field of emergency management, and demonstrated a high degree of professional standards in their service. Congratulations again to Natalie. You do an amazing job for the city of Aurora. We're glad to have you aboard, proud to have you as part of the team. And rounding out our core public safety team in the city of Aurora is the second largest police force in the state of Illinois. Under the leadership of Chief Keith Cross and Deputy Chief Matt Thomas, the APD stands as a beacon of light, an example of excellence in policing. Let's give these fine leaders a round of applause. I told you we're having a party up in here tonight. Let's keep this thing going. Let me make it plain and simple. Because of the proactive work of the Aurora Police Department, the city of Aurora is fundamentally safer and more secure now than ever in our past. Give them another round of applause. The numbers are clear. 62.5% decrease in shootings, 21.97% decrease in fraud offenses, 20.81% decrease in assaults. And on the flip side, because of our increased staffing and operations, there has been a 111% increase in traffic stops, keeping our streets safe, 52% increase in citations, 4.8% increase year-to-date in DUI arrests, of which APD logged the most DUI arrests in the state of Illinois in 2022 with 339 and surpassed that last year with 366 DUI arrests. Another round of applause for APD on the job, keeping our community safe and secure. You know, this is thanks to a police force that is back to full staff levels. In fact, we have more police officers now on our department than any point in Aurora's history, with 326 sworn officers, and we are looking to have more to keep you safe. You know, absolutely, that deserves a round of applause. You know, that's the police officer we have now. The numbers is 8 more than we had last year, with an increase in officers assigned to neighborhood policing, important for our community. Crisis intervention units, critical to our community. More leadership, having additional lieutenant in professional development for oversight and training, making sure our officers are on point and well trained, and wellness, and an added investigator. The increase in staffing is a direct result of community feedback, requesting a more visible police presence, enhancing traffic safety, and a greater focus on mental health. You know, matter of fact, APD partnered with My90, a community engagement platform, to send post-contact surveys. And I say post-contact, you've already had contact with the police. And you send these surveys to community members who have requested a police response. This platform collects feedback about police interactions in procedural justice, community sentiment, demographics, and police safety concerns. APD, let me say this slow so everybody can hear me. APD is the first U.S. law enforcement agency to collect feedback from My90 and post it publicly on our open portal data center in the entire nation. Let me say that one more time. APD is the first police department in our entire nation to partner with My90 and post this publicly for everybody to see. The first in the nation, setting standards around this country. The very first. That's because they are committed to transparency and community engagement. Part of that community engagement is a concentrated effort on mental health and crisis intervention. Now, in 2023, there were 1,599 mental health police calls. And already halfway through 2024, we've already had 1,082 calls. The demand, unfortunately, is growing, but we are responding. This year, APD opened its new crisis intervention unit office space inside APD headquarters. Established in 2020, the CIU is a collaborative effort between the Aurora Police Department and Family Service Association of Greater Elgin area. It brings together mental health professionals and law enforcement to provide on-site co-response to individuals in crisis and post-crisis case management services for individuals and families. Let's take a look.
This is Chicago's very own WGN Evening News at 6.
The city of Aurora is making changes to the way it deals with mental health issues.
Today, the city cut the ribbon on a new crisis intervention unit, which sends both social workers and police officers to respond to a crisis. WGN's Andrea Medina has more from Aurora.
It was a one-person operation that operated out of a small conference room.
Since those early beginnings nearly 5 years ago, the Aurora Police Department has seen success with its Crisis Intervention Unit, or CIU, when responding to people facing mental health challenges.
And it's not simply about arresting that individual, but making sure they get the services they need to address their mental health circumstance.
Welcome to the new CIU.
On Tuesday afternoon, a ribbon-cutting ceremony was held for the unit's new dedicated workspace.
It symbolizes our growing capacity to serve the community better.
CIU is made up of a team of 4 police investigators, a police social work coordinator, and 3 police social workers. Working hand in hand to co-respond with APD is Family Service Association of Greater Elgin.
Really, we're stronger together. We both bring different levels of expertise, us from our mental health side and social work, but they have the knowledge of the law and the criminal justice system.
Ideally, 2 investigators and a police social worker will go to scenes where people are experiencing a crisis and respond by enacting steps to guide the person away from dangerous actions.
Our unit followed up on over 1,100 calls in 2023 and are currently on pace to surpass that this year.
Generally, what we see is people who are suicidal or homicidal, and that results in them going to the hospital.
But police investigator David Guevara stresses how a crisis doesn't end once that person in need receives hospital assistance. Guevara says they facilitate follow-up investigations and help connect them with comprehensive care.
The sooner that we can get them linked with services, the less likely they are to call 911 and need police response. Maybe we're diverting them away to something that's more beneficial to them in terms of a long-term solution.
Guevara says CIU is about bringing a softer approach to a mental health situation by aiming to reduce the use of force, confrontation, violence, and arrest. This also includes having police investigators wear dressed-down uniforms so people don't feel uncomfortable by them. Through the collaborative effort, they're proud of the work they've been able to accomplish so far.
We're like a safety net. We're trying to catch those that could fall through the cracks and to get them linked to those services that are already in our community.
For anyone dealing with a mental health emergency, CIU provides the community with support 7 days a week. Additional 24/7 services are also available by calling the 988 hotline. Reporting in Aurora, Andrea Medina, WGN News.
You know what? APD remains committed to building its future workforce through prep programs, beginning with the Youth Law Enforcement Academy, the APD Explorers program, and then the APD Cadet program. Before officers become sworn in, APD's commitment to the community engagement and community policing is extended through its Citizen Police Academy and the new Spanish Citizen Police Academy, which works to bridge the gap between Aurora Police and our community. The program is so wildly successful. The attendance continues to increase in both programs, and we are recognized by these programs nationally. Last year, at the National Citizen Police Academy Alumni Association Conference in Virginia Beach, the Citizens Police Academy alumni of Aurora were recognized for their commitment and support to the Aurora Police Department and the community at large. Our own Janice Lindley received the National Volunteer of the Year Award. Let's give Janice a round of applause. All right. Woo! Now, Janice graduated from the Citizens Police Academy in 2013 and has held several board member positions over the years. You know, and let's give her another round of applause for everything that she's done for Aurora and the Aurora Police Department. Thanks to effective community policing, our state of public safety is strong, becoming more formidable each year, and sets the stage for effective public engagement and community involvement. For 30 years, the Aurora Police Department has been supported by a very active, dedicated, and involved group of residents known as the Citizens Police Academy Alumni of Aurora, called CPAAA. Yes, we can give them a round of applause. CPAAA in the house. Established in 1994. The CPA is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, and we are so happy to have nearly 100 members here with us today. Stand up, CPAAA. Let them see who you are. That's what I'm talking about. Service with a smile, keeping Aurora safe. You know, as we focus on the state of public safety in Aurora, it is my honor to recognize this important milestone in the history of APD, the CPAAA and the City of Aurora. And I'm going to ask the President, Veronica Adame, and her executive board to join me on stage for a special presentation. You know, I'd like to give the Mayor's Award of Excellence to the Citizens Police Academy alumni of Aurora CPAAA for 30 years of bridging the gap between the APD and the community, and for volunteering countless hours to keep Aurora moving forward. Let's give them a round of applause. I want to do one more thing. I'd like to give a proclamation for the 30th anniversary of the Citizens Police Academy and alumni of Aurora. Whereas the Citizens Police Academy alumni of Aurora, CPAAA, was established 30 years ago in 1994, the organization currently has over 250 members. That's 250 volunteer members. Whereas the organization was established to assist the Aurora Police Department, APD, in its overall mission, including bridging the gap between APD and the Aurora community through continuous education. Our support of APD is brought to the forefront of our community. Whereas the CPAAA also has a genuine commitment to support the city of Aurora. Year after year, the members of CPAAA generously and selflessly give their time and energy to a wide range of volunteering opportunities. Whereas the CPAAA work diligently to expand the network of partners by collaborating with and supporting other local nonprofit organizations that share the same passion to uplift the Aurora community. Whereas in 2023, the CPAAA was recognized by the National Citizen Police Academy Association with the 2022 Alumni of the Year Award. So now, therefore, I, Mayor Richard C. Irvin, recognize the CPAA's 30 years of diligence and dedication, and do hereby announce that the members of the CPAAA will serve as the Grand Marshal of the 2024 City of Aurora 4th of July Parade on Thursday, July 4th, leading our city in the parade as they have done with service the past 3 decades. Give them a round of applause. Come on, we can do better than that. Let's show them some love. CPAAA getting the job done, keeping our community safe here in the city of Aurora. We look forward to them leading our 4th of July parade this year. And I know that was surprising, they weren't expecting that, but we want all of you. If you can get all 250 members out there leading our parade, we look forward to it. You know, they are a powerful example of what good comes from public safety and public engagement, merging for the greater good of our community. Much like the hundreds of people who participate in the CPAAA, the hundreds of commissioners who have volunteered on our nearly 3 dozen boards and commissions are key to moving Aurora forward. The board and commissions are so important to the city that they are placed on the same level as the mayor's office on the overall organizational chart for the city. And one of my greatest responsibilities is to appoint commissioners as the Aurora City Council then approves them. If you are a commissioner on one of our many city boards or commissions or councils, please stand and take a bow for your service to our community. Come on, stand up and be recognized. There we go. Let's give them a round of applause. Our board members, our commission members, our commissioners getting the job done here in the city of Aurora. Thank you for everything you do for our community. You know, we've got some standout stars who volunteer on multiple boards. Still, one in particular has really shined through his volunteerism throughout the community. So much so that he received the State of Illinois Volunteer of the Year Award and was named the 2024 City of Aurora Volunteer of the Year. Let's take a look.
April is National Volunteer Month, and the City of Aurora has named its 2024 Volunteer of the Year.
That is Curtis Wilson. And here is why this is why he's this year's winner. He serves as a commissioner on 3 city boards, the African American Heritage Advisory Board, the Veterans Advisory Council, and the Civilian Review Board. He's the chairman of that board. Even volunteers at multiple events in the same day.
One thing I learned growing up that my grandfather would say is that there's a center point in the universe around which all things revolve, and that center point is not me. So what does that mean? It's about you. It's about us. How can we do better together?
Boy, that's beautiful. Mayor Richard Irvin says Wilson, quote, embodies the true spirit of community.
Sure sounds like it.
Yeah, right?
Please give that brother Curtis Wilson a loud round of applause for serving our community. That's a bad brother. Curtis Wilson, all his participation in our community proved the state of public engagement Aurora is energized and expanding each year. You know, Curtis serves as, is Curtis in the room? Curtis serves as a commissioner on the Veterans Advisory Council, an African American Heritage Board, and a chair of the Civilian Review Board, one of the 9 new boards we have established during my administration to better engage the community. Along with the CRB, I've implemented other boards, the Aurora Education Commission we created, the Aurora Youth Council we created, the Advisory Commission on Disabilities we started, the Innovation on Technology and Advisory Board, the LGBTQ Advisory Board, the Music Events and Entertainment Commission we all started during this administration. 2 more commissions are currently undergoing the approval and appointment process. The Commission on Aging to better serve our seniors, and the Sister Cities Commission to expand our cultural connections. Be engaged. Scan the QR code on the screen. Visit the website listed or just call us at the mayor's office to learn more. And speaking of cultures, as our community continues to grow, so does our need to have representation on our boards and commissions. More than 20 years ago, the city implemented our Aurora African American Heritage Advisory Board and Aurora Hispanic Advisory Board. A decade ago, we began the Indian American Community Outreach Advisory Board as a sign of our growing Indian American community. You know, I am happy to publicly announce tonight that we will start the process of establishing the city's first ever Asian American Heritage Advisory Board to represent our fast-growing Asian community and business here in the city of Aurora. We want all of our community members represented at the highest level. And we want all of our boards to be diverse and inclusive and reflective of the one Aurora community. The message is loud and clear. You belong here. You belong here. All of you belong here in the city of Aurora. Let's give all of us a round of applause. One Aurora, our multicultural community. You know, it is like when Aldrin and Armstrong planted the flag on the moon as a sign that they belonged there because of the work they had put in to get there. So it is in Aurora as we raise the flags of countries, cultures, and celebrations. During my administration, we went from 1 flag raising per year with the Puerto Rican Cultural Council to more than 12 flag raisings and growing. Take a look.
The city of Aurora will hold a flag-raising ceremony today in honor of Puerto Rico Heritage Week. The ceremony will feature live performances, an award ceremony, and a proclamation by Mayor Richard Irvin.
A celebration of culture out in Aurora. The city hosted a flag-raising ceremony to hoist the flag of Bolivia up into the sky.
Happy Juneteenth, everybody!
In Aurora, the Juneteenth flag is flying high for the first time ever.
Today, they are going to raise the flag. They have a Mexican flag raising ceremony. This all takes place around 11 o'clock at 1 Aurora Plaza.
Today, the city of Aurora will kick off its Pride celebration with the annual flag raising. It's happening at 11 a.m. at 1 Aurora Plaza. The theme for this year's celebration is Be You.
Aurora is hosting its inaugural Irish flag-raising ceremony this morning, celebrating both St. Patrick's Day and Irish American Heritage Month.
Today, the city of Aurora celebrated the 77th anniversary of the independence of India. August 15th marks the country's independence from Britain in 1947. Aurora's annual Indian flag-raising ceremony included a mayoral proclamation, and you see some cultural performances, too.
Aurora raised the German flag this morning because today is known as German Unity Day. October 3rd marks the date of West and East Germany officially becoming a country again after World War II.
So this year, we added 3 more flag raisings to our cadre. The Tejano flag this month, the Colombian flag in July, the Pakistani flag in August, and the Filipino flag in October. That's 4 more flags. Now, we just hosted a week-long celebration of Juneteenth in black culture. Tens of thousands of people will continue to celebrate Fiestas Patrias and Latino culture at River Edge Park in September. In November and December, we are proud to bring back the Chris Kendall Market Aurora for its 3rd year. Yes, oh yeah, give that a round of applause. Absolutely. It brings more than 150,000 people to downtown Aurora to experience authentic German culture right here at the City of Lights. The state of public engagement in Aurora is energized and expanding more and more each year. We have engaged our global faith community here in Aurora under the banner of the Aurora Interfaith Alliance. This quarterly meeting of the faith leaders brings together Christians, Catholics, Muslims, Jews, Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, and more. The miracle isn't what happens at the quarterly breakfast, but through the connections that occur between the faiths in between meetings. You know, Scripture says that faith without works is dead. And I appreciate all the faith leaders for putting their faith in action. If you are a faith leader here in Aurora, please stand and be recognized. Pastor Talley, come on, stand and be recognized. Both Pastor Talley. My brother. All right. You know, thank you for serving, and thank you for the pastor of this beautiful church, Pastor McNeely, for hosting us this evening and for serving our city with purpose. Another round of applause for the pastor, McNeely, Purpose City Church, letting us host our second state of the city. He is an instrumental member of the Aurora Interfaith Alliance. We are expanding our alliance that run through the Mayor's Office of Community Affairs. In addition to the Aurora Interfaith Alliance, we have the Mentoring Alliance, which brings together the 24 mentoring programs in Aurora to learn from each other and to support our young people. This year, we are launching the Realtors Alliance, a quarterly group that brings together realtors to arm them with the proper information on Aurora as they help us to continue to grow and as we continue to grow. And I am thrilled to announce tonight that in September, we will launch the Integral Alliance in the mental health and mentoring space with an industry that not only provides a critical service to its clients, but often doubles as therapists as well. September 16th is International Barbers Day, and we will launch the Aurora Barbers Alliance as a way to bring together barbers who have reached a large client base and can help bridge the gap in many areas of the community. We're committed to engaging all segments of the community throughout the entire community, in every ward, every neighborhood. Speaking of wards, let me give a shout out to the Aurora City Council and their leadership to the city that was identified. Let's give them a round of applause. Aurora City Council making it happen. You know what, aldermen and alderwomen, WalletHub just last week ranked its best and worst run cities in America. And Aurora, Illinois, and let me put this in perspective, there were 22,000 cities in America. And Aurora, Illinois was ranked at the top of the list as the 28th best run city in America, in the United States of America. Let's give our city council members a round of applause for getting the job done, making sure this city is run the best it can possibly be. We're staying engaged at the ward and neighborhood levels. We've revised and re-energized our neighborhood groups, which had all but become stagnant during COVID-19. To date, we have more than 25 active neighborhood groups across 10 wards. Yeah, give that a round of applause. Absolutely engaged in our city. We have a new community engagement model, and a new community engagement manager is coming on board to help formalize it. Congratulations to Ileana Nunez, born and raised on the east side of Aurora, and joining the community engagement team as the manager. Let's give her a round of applause. Those neighborhood groups will all be engaged on Tuesday, August 6th, at the city's National Night Out, when thousands come together. Yeah, let's give them a round of applause. National Night Out. Supporting our men and women in blue, our public safety personnel. When thousands will come out together to interact with each other, and public safety professionals and our community partners. It's one of the best nights of engagement in the city of Aurora, and I hope to see you all out and about that evening. Not only does the city help to fund the community groups for hosting National Night Out, but we are also funding nearly 40 nonprofit organizations and agencies in Aurora through our quality of life grants. This year, we awarded $1 million to qualifying community-based organizations that have strengthened the quality of life in the city of Aurora. Let me say that one more time, because I don't think y'all heard me. We gave $1 million to our community groups here in the city of Aurora to keep us safe and to keep our community moving forward. Strengthen the quality of life in the city of Aurora. That's what engagement's about. Special thanks to the Community Service Department and the Finance Department. Yeah, I got my finance CFO here. Every time I throw those numbers out there, he starts blinking on me. But, you know, he always makes sure that we pay those bills and get our folks engaged in the community. Team members from both of those departments can please stand up, CF, stand up, our Community Service Department, stand up, our Finance Department, be recognized. Come on, y'all, stand up. There you go, there you go. Let them know that we're in the house and we care about everything you guys do to keep Aurora moving forward. Thank you much. You know, we are one of the most engaged cities and one of the best run cities in America because of you. You know, through our Senior Services and Disabilities Division, we're taking care of the most vulnerable in our population. From job fairs for those with disabilities to providing rides for seniors to workshops on senior scams and protecting our seniors. Our seniors and residents with disabilities are a priority in our budget and our programming. Shout out to Katrina Boatwright for all of her hard work. She's in the back of the room and making sure we are better together here in the city of Aurora. Thank you, Katrina. We are engaging and empowering our community with financial education and resources as well. The Aurora Financial Empowerment Center, we call the FEC, promotes financial wellness for Aurora area residents through counseling, education, and access to support services. Since it was founded during the pandemic, the FEC has helped thousands of Aurorans save nearly $1 million and reduce almost $3 million in debt. Yes. Yeah. That's a lot. You know, listen, clients like Ashanti said she did not think she would be able to send her daughter, her child, to college before she came to the FEC. But FEC counselors helped her set goals for opening a proper bank account, raising her credit score, setting a budget, and also building savings so she can put her little one in college. Come on, FEC. Clients like Chelsea and Joe said Aurora FEC has helped their families see the impact of their efforts. Before setting their plans into action, they felt desperate and unsure of how their financial future would look in 5 years. Still, now they know that if they stick to the plan and really focus on the end goal, 5 years from now, they will be completely debt-free and also have an emergency fund in place just in case they hit a major bump in the road. FEC looking out for families here in the city of Aurora. FEC is engaging, empowering, and changing lives. Shout out to Tasha Moss, Valeria Loera, and the entire FEC and Neighborhood Project team. Let's give them a round of applause. Y'all stand up and be recognized. That's what I'm talking about. You know, we know that times are still challenging. Finances are an issue. Food insecurity is still very real. You know, we have partnered, because of those real issues, we have partnered with HelloFresh and Factor 75 to ease that burden just a little. Each week, HelloFresh donates thousands of meals to our local food pantries, including the Marie Wilkinson Pantry and the Aurora Interfaith Food Pantry and Loaves and Fishes. Most recently, we partnered with HelloFresh in their No Kid Hungry campaign. As one of the 13 cities in America, we are providing meal kits to those who need them most. Take a look.
The city of Aurora and HelloFresh are partnering to provide 4,000 meal kits to residents.
Elizabeth Matthews is live with much more on the Hello Summer HelloFresh initiative. Hey, Elizabeth. Yeah, hey guys, and boy, I'm sure you feel it too. It is summer out here in Aurora. People have been lined up a couple hours at the first location. We've actually moved locations since you last saw us, but we're in Aurora. City of Aurora is partnering with HelloFresh. Clayton Mohammed, he's the senior advisor with Aurora. Hey, Clayton.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for coming out.
A great turnout.
Amazing turnout. Amazing turnout. This is our second location of 5. People are jam-packed, coming in early, really helping to feed in food security, insecurity here in Aurora.
And there's such a need. You were just telling me that you just put out the word yesterday, and you've got hundreds of people out.
We just put out the word yesterday. We have a strong social media presence. We have a strong text list based on former food giveaways, so we get the word out to those that we know are in need. And then we partner with the Aurora Housing Authority to come to their physical sites, their community sites with children and seniors, to make certain that we're really getting those that are in need.
And you said you just had a food drive last week. Yeah. Massive turnout, people waiting for hours, and that's how you know the need is there.
Yeah, the need is there. Last week we did a drive-through, our annual drive-through with the Aurora Illinois Food Bank. 1,000 families served. Started at 9 a.m. First family got in line at 3:30 a.m. because they didn't want to miss the opportunity for food.
What do people say? What's the look in their eyes when they receive something like this?
They're tears. They're just so grateful, so much filled with joy. I mean, literally those first families that were there at 3:30, 4 in the morning, they're coming through getting their food. They're crying, just saying thank you for helping my family.
That tells you, you know you're doing what you should be doing, right?
100%, most definitely.
All right, so you've got a couple more locations.
Yep, 3 more.
3 more, perfect. And just a great partnership, right? Just a wonderful thing to be able to offer the residents of Aurora.
Yeah, most definitely. HelloFresh. We're the first full day of summer. We're calling it Hello Summer, HelloFresh. 1,000 meal kits, 4 meals per kit. So 4,000 meals to Aurora families today across 5 neighborhoods on both sides of town.
And not just meals, but healthy, fresh meals.
Healthy, fresh meals.
All right, we're live in Aurora. We've got people. They're about done here, and then they're going to pack up, and they're going to move to the next 3 locations. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
That really brings it home, doesn't it,
I
for
spent
us?
last week in Aurora, and Clayton Muhammad is doing amazing things out there. He's just bringing a lot to the city, so props to him.
Yeah. Thanks, Elizabeth. So
HelloFresh, making it happen in the city of Aurora, ensuring we have food security. Let's give Clayton Muhammad a round of applause for making things happen and coordinating all of that. You know, I'm excited to announce tonight that our new partnership with HelloFresh will bring help regularly to the city of Aurora with fresh meals, kits to those who need them most. HelloFresh is donating a refrigerated van to the city of Aurora so we can collaborate with give that a round of applause, so we can collaborate with our community engagement team and pick up fresh meals from Factor on the west side, deliver them directly to neighborhoods, youth centers, and senior centers in that refrigerated van. This is a game changer for food accessibility. Representative from HelloFresh and Factor are here tonight. Please stand and be recognized for all the hard work you do and recognizing that we in this community, there you go, brother, stand up and be recognized. Thank you for helping us with food security here in the city of Aurora. We look forward to launching this service later this summer. You know, let me say it again. The state of public engagement in Aurora is energized and expanding each year. Now, we as a community have to step up our efforts to reclaim the money that has been lost over the past 4 years. Let me explain. You know, we're going to need all hands on deck as we begin a census recount process to regain the millions of dollars that were lost because of a flawed 2020 census. While the U.S. Census says we, the city of Aurora, lost 17,000 people in the 2020 census, we know that's not the case. So we are engaging the census in a recount process that will take all of our partners to make successful. We need your help. We need you to be engaged with us. We have a Harvard fellow on staff who helps to lead the community engagement efforts. Jamie Lee and her team of interns are already making plans for a comprehensive community-wide strategy. Jamie, are you here? Stand and be recognized. Our Harvard fellow making things happen here in the city of Aurora. She's from Harvard. You know, my call to action to Aurora community tonight is to jump into this process with us and make sure we count and account for all of our residents and neighbors in the special census. We have lost millions of dollars since the year 2020, and we must recoup those dollars so that we can continue to be a safe, secure, and engaged community. You know, we need those dollars to provide top-level public safety, top-level community service, and impact the entire community. This is a basic part of the American democracy and participation. Aurora can and will show up so that we can show who we are and who we have in our community. So as we prepare to celebrate the 4th of July next weekend, let us come together as one Aurora community, proud to be Aurorans and proud to be Americans. Let us continue to stay engaged this summer at events like National Night Out, watching $1 Million Quartet at the new Stope Island Theater, catching a concert at River Edge Park, dancing the night away at First Friday's Glow Up series, and watch the City of Lights come alive in October for the Lumen Aurora Light Show in downtown Aurora. But wait, there's more. Music is the universal language and something that brings us all together. Last year, we celebrated the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. And this year, we celebrate the 40th anniversary of the music of my youth and many of our youthful years. It's the 40th anniversary of house music. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It is the music genre that defined a generation and brought many kids from Aurora into the limelight. We have kids like Mike Hitman Wilson from Aurora, who used house music to make a global name for himself. We have Maurice Ice Culpepper from Aurora, who continues to make a name for himself in the music game. We have DJs like Kenny Kickin' Cahill, who got his start in house music and continues to play all over, especially during the 40th year of house music. Kenny, come on out. Let people see who you are. Just say what's up to Kenny coming on up the stage. Kickin' Kenny. There we go. House, there we go. Yeah, I'll start feeling it. House music all night long. Hold on, y'all. And then we have names like the king of house music himself, Farley Jack Master Funk, who helped define house music in the worldwide right here, starting off in Aurora, Chicago. He's here tonight. Come on up, Farley. There we go. Aurora, help me welcome the king of house, Farley Jack Master Funk. Woo! All right. Hold on, we like a little house music. There you go. Listen to me, y'all. In conjunction with Aurora Civic Center Authority in ACA, it is my honor to announce that we will celebrate the 40th anniversary of house music. Aurora will be the home of the grand finale of house music festivals on Saturday, September 28th at River Edge Park. We will have a house music fest led by Farley Jack Master Funk up in the house. Are you ready, Aurora? No. Are you ready, Aurora? You know what? Pump that music back up, brother. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
First, I want to acknowledge all the glory of God being in the house of God right now.
Farley!
And also, all the police officers, all the county department that's here. All God's help us is in this field to realize that y'all are God's helpers. God has y'all in a place and a wonderful overseer to see that the people stay safe here. Y'all are all awesome. Give yourself a round. Because it's not always easy. And now the fact that I'm a citizen myself, and I'm so fortunate to have y'all keep us safe. And I'm so glad to be able to come to the city of Aurora and hang out with my man. I said my man. Sorry. The man himself. With Irvin. And we look forward to this event in September. Kenny Kickin' Cow, who is the Lord, we want to show out here, and And we hope to do this annually and bring house music out here so that we can grow this international music that was homegrown from Illinois right here to Aurora. Thank you.
All right, let's pump that music up. I told you we taking this up a notch, and with your help, this is what we'll do every year in Aurora. It gets bigger, it gets bolder, it gets better. Thank you for coming out tonight, celebrating the state of public safety in the city of Aurora and public engagement. We'll see you around the summer at the grand finale of the house music. Mike Hitman Wilson, Kenny Kickin' Cahill, and the renowned Farley Jack Master Farley. All right, all right.
Make some noise for the king of house music, Farley Jackmaster Funk, the living legend himself, coming to Aurora September 28th, keeping us together as one Aurora. Music is the universal language. We're going to celebrate together. Did you have a good time tonight, Aurora? We are one of the safest cities in America, the most engaged city in the world. Thank you for coming out tonight. We'll see you in September. There's food out for everybody. Thank you, Mayor Irvin.